Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Just doing a bit of work on the Evo tonight. Replacing the stock manifold with a HYPERTUNE exhaust manifold. And replacing the standard studs with titanium studs and nuts. All the goodies are in this box here. Exhaust heat wrap, metal ties, then my titanium studs and nuts, OEM gasket, another OEM gasket, and the HYPERTUNE Evo 8 exhaust manifold. Beautifully made. The wheels are all nice and neat. I don't know if you can see. Looks like they've, trying to adjust this light, looks like they've poured it and polished. Definitely high quality. So can't wait to put that on. But first we gotta replace these nuts, yeah, these studs and nuts. So I'll be doing that. I'll be showing you a trick on how to loosen these up without damaging them. So there's a little trick to getting these exhaust studs out that I like to show you. If you want to get WD-40 or you get inox, which I think works better than WD-40, and you gotta spray it in the threads here or the studs, and you've got to work it. It could be days, it could be hours. I've been spraying on the studs for about every half hour for about 3 hours now, and I've managed to get every single stud out. So I'll just do this one to show you. Once you've sprayed it, you get your spanner, you put it in here on the stud, and you get your nut. You put the flat side facing out like that. You get another nut, you put it on the normal way. So it's flat on flat. You get your spanner, and that spanner you should be going down to tighten it, and then you get your ratchet. So the spanner goes down and the ratchet goes to the right, and you want to be applying pressure so that these two nuts are working against each other to be really tight. Right, once they're tight, if that first nut keeps spinning when you're trying to loosen it, it's not tight enough. So once you do it really tight, and then this stud, and then you crack it, and this stud should just come out like that. Lucky for me, this stud wasn't too rusty. Yeah, and that's a nice little trick. Just get a bit of degreaser on a rag. Clean where that new gasket's gonna go. Yeah, pretty good. Alright, so once that's clean, we'll probably just give that a wipe Here's my Turbo Smart wastegate. Here's my sneaky screamer FP green. So I think we'll end up putting the exhaust manifold on. Copper grease to stop it from rusting. Just put a little bit on the end of the threads that go into the head. Alright. Just like that. And going pretty easy. Just till it stops, and I just say a quarter turn because you don't want to strip it. That's done there. Next one is that guy, and then I'll do all them, and we'll show you the end result. So all the titanium studs are in. So I guess we'll just put the gasket on and the exhaust manifold. Okay, so we got the OEM metal gaskets in, and now time to put the manifold on. Okay, we got a bit of a problem here. See the standard one? You can put the bolts straight down, pretty simple. But with the HYPERTUNE one, you can get to that bolt, that one there, that, but this one here, you can't get to it from the top. So my plan of attack is I'm going to go from underneath. So I'm going to go underneath. So I'll put a bolt through here. Pretty much going to screw it from under, and I'm going to put a nut at the end there, like that. That's the only way that I think I can do it. So essentially it's gonna look like that. Hopefully. We'll see how we go. Alright, so I've just put the two studs in, and I just started that little bolt down there. So yeah, it's coming along good. Just gotta tighten up that bolt down there. Just putting the washers on. Okay, so all the exhaust nuts are on, just gotta tighten them up. Okay, the way I like to do these is start from the inside out, so there's less chance of the manifold actually warping. So I'll start from this one and I'll work my way out. Alright guys, so the HYPERTUNE manifold is in. A little bit trickier than I thought. Had a couple of little issues. These two nuts, to get them on, you've actually got to pull the manifold back all the way so you can just get that gap between the manifold and the actual stud to get these nuts on. So only these two. I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, I had to pull the manifold back just to get space between the stud and the actual manifold to get the nuts on. So they're only these two because of the way that the tubes are designed. And I've actually got to grind this. I've actually got to grind the tip off this because the nut won't go on because it's touching the manifold there. I could actually drill probably a bigger hole, but I don't really want to damage it, so I'm just going to take the tip off so I can get a little nut on there. Okay, so this side's all done, all tight. We'll go over to this side. Looks like we got to take that out. So there's a little, looks like a little hose. We'll disconnect that. That goes on the integral pipe. We got a little breather hose here. I'll tap that onto here, and we'll just neaten up this little section here with all these hoses in here. All right. Alright, so the actual SAS unit is out. Here's a hose. We're just gonna put a plug in there, and so that's for a bow off. Alright, so we just gotta fix this up and make it look neat. I've got a couple of vacuum lines here. So I'm just going to use this T-piece, join these two together, and use this big one to supply the bowl valve. So probably go like that. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so that's the way I ended up doing it. I'm just going to cable tie it there. I presume this is a vacuum line. That's the vacuum line. So I'm just going to cable tie it and make it look neat. With the harness, I'll electrical tape it. And then yeah, just hook all these up, these harnesses up, and it should be ready to start. Yeah, so I got to blank off this little pipe here. So there's going to be a hose. I bought this little Turbo Smart hose blanking plug. So yeah, I'll just cut the hose, fit it in there, a couple cable ties, and yeah, it should be sweet. Yeah, so pretty much that's how it is. Blanking plug in, another cable tie. I'll just put it in there. Yeah. Okay, so the blinking plugs in. I think everything looks neater. It's just less clutter. So real happy with that. Just gotta put some of these brackets in here to hold the harness, and we should be ready to start it up. All right, all done. I've just secured the harness, just made it really neat. Yeah, so I think it looks pretty tough, which was the look that I was going for. You can actually see my FP green turbo down there. So yeah, let's start her up. So yeah, started it up. Started to hunt a little bit on idle. I think I was just getting used to the new exhaust manifold. The HYPERTUNE will probably sort it out. Alright guys, so we just installed the exhaust manifold, take it for a test drive, and straight away I can tell you the car's spooling up heaps faster. That first initial pull, it's heaps torquier. All up, the project probably cost me around about $1,800. That's with the HYPERTUNE exhaust manifold, the titanium studs and nuts, and the OEM gaskets, but I reckon it's definitely worth it. I can't wait to feel how the car is with a good tune. Just wanted to show you guys, if you guys haven't seen a manifold install before. Hope it was informative for you guys. Hope you guys learned something. I'll try and put out a couple more videos like that. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next video.